What's up, everybody? This is Marcus, and you've tuned into this week's installment of Behind the Gate, brought to you by Primal X. We've got Alex Frye in the house tonight, one of the nation's fastest B riders and contender for the Loretta Lynn's title here in 2014. So, Alex, man, you're having a pretty good season. Tell us how you think it's going so far.
So far in 2014, we've won 11 championships, so it's been really good. I'm just down in Georgia now, training with Gene Carmichael and getting ready for Loretta Lynn.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm sure I speak for everybody when I say we're looking forward to seeing you race at Loretta's. Now, you're doing so well. What is different from this year and last year that's allowed you to elevate your game?
Really just training and riding regularly. That's been the main difference, and also the team behind me has made a big difference for being able to practice what I race. So when we do get to the big races, I'm really comfortable, and I know what my bike is going to do and stuff like that. And, it allows me to be a lot more composed out there and
For sure.
really come out with consistent results. And that's definitely the main difference.
Well, I think it's safe to say that you're putting up the results, and that's really what's getting people talking. You've changed up your team, your bike. Are you feeling any added pressure?
No, and the reason that I'm not feeling any added pressure is just because we're training so hard during the week. So I know that when I do go to the races, I'm 100% prepared as much as I could. Now, if I was still training the way I was before, then definitely I'd have a lot of pressure on me.
Sure.
I started to deal with Red Bull in January, and to be one of their athletes is definitely an accomplishment. But with that accomplishment, you got to have results. And, I've shown that at the Spring Nationals, and I just need to carry that on through the rest of the year.
For sure, for sure. Now, being a Red Bull athlete puts you in a different category. Can you speak to that a little bit?
With Red Bull, it opens up a lot of doors. They have a facility out in California, and you're able to get tested and stuff like that. They're able to introduce you to other sponsors as well. And really, when people know you're a Red Bull athlete, they know you're one of a kind, and definitely you're one of the top guys. There's only, in the United States, there's just over 200. You're definitely a top guy in your sport. Yeah, it opens up a lot of doors. It's great to be part of a good, solid program. It helps even more being on a KTM.
Now, tell us what that's like. You were on Suzuki before that, correct?
Yeah.
So, what do you think is the best part about the change? I know a lot of guys talk about the frames on the KTM and the handling on the Suzuki. Can you speak to that?
Oh, yeah. Back when I was on Suzuki's, they have an aluminum frame, and since I've switched to KTM, they have a chromoly frame. And definitely the KTM has an advantage on the hard pack conditions. Just you can kind of tell what the bike is going to do. It's very predictable, so that helps out a lot. And so you kind of wash out the front end, or you kind of know what you did wrong, where sometimes on the aluminum frame, you can kind of wash out or hot side and not actually know what happened. And it just flexes better overall, the bike, and that's definitely an advantage in the handling department. And the motor as well is way better than the Suzuki.
Well, you certainly look more comfortable. I would say that the KTM suits your riding style a little better. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I grew up riding KTMs all the way till 2010, and I was on Suzuki for 3 years, and then back to KTM. So it was actually a very easy transition back to the KTM. I feel that's the bike that I ride the best.
All right, all right. Well, let's talk a little strategy. What is your plan for Loretta Lynn's? What do you feel that you have to overcome to win the championship?
Really, to overcome, there's a couple of guys that'll be good. The main thing is that I go out there and ride my laps like I do when I practice, and I should be pretty good. Just have fun. when we race, that's the fun time. It's during practice that it's tough. So I'm looking forward to having a good time, just going out there and riding.
All right, let's switch gears here for a second. Alex, tell us about what your life is like off the track. What kind of things you do to reset your mind after training?
Right now, all I have time for is the training part of things. I cycle every day, and I also I'm trying to finish up school, get my high school diploma. So that's
Yeah.
riding, schoolwork, and cycling. Those are the three things I don't have time for. I never go out really any or parties or and stuff like that. So that's my main focus. Right now, it's so crucial the next 2 years to just get it done and get to the pros, and then then I can have time to find hobbies and stuff like that. It's just right now at this time, you really gotta show what you can do, and I know without a doubt that once I finish up high school, I'll have so much more time to do other stuff. It's just right now, it's with riding. You kind of got to think I'm riding 4 days a week, and we start at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and don't get done until 2:33. And then I got to do an hour-long bike ride, and then also fit in schoolwork in the mornings and the evenings. So pretty much my whole day is filled up with that. It's definitely a full-time job right now. It's a full-time commitment from everyone just to be able to do it from day to day at this level.
For sure, it's got to be tough on you traveling all the time. Do you have any family that travels with you?
Yeah, my dad is with me most of the time. My mom and sister are always back home. My sister still goes to public schools.
Looks like you got a bit of the James Stewart story going on. Like Stewart is your dad who got you into riding?
Yes, he's the one that got me into riding. Um, he used to trail ride, and back in 2002, he got me an XR50, and we rode trails back then. And then in late 2003 is when I did my first race.
Right on, right on. Well, it looks like we can see why you're doing so well. You didn't waste any time. Got started right away. Now, let's talk about who you most compare yourself to in the pro ranks. Uh, whose traits do you most embody?
Um, I try to take the good things of all the riders. Ryan Dungey is very consistent, and we try and emulate that. James has that raw speed that you really want to get and be able to take from, and Ricky has the strength and stamina that we want, and Villapoto, he has that edge that he's always able to ride. So you kind of look at all of them and try and take all the good things and try and emulate them.
No, I think personally from watching you race, I think that you've embodied a lot of those characteristics. You know, I think that you're kind of smooth through the rhythm sections, just like Dungy. Look like Villapoto in the corners, and pull yourself out of what could have been an gnarly accident like Stewart does. Um, just a testament to talent. Well, that looks like that just about does it for this evening, Alex. In closing, is there anybody that you want to thank?
First off, I'd like to thank God, Red Bull, FMF Warden Spaghetti KTM, Fox, Oakley, Dunlop, Renthal, Motorex, anyone else I forgot. Thanks.
Well, it looks like that just about does it. Thanks again, Alex, for being with us, and good luck on the rest of your season. For everybody else, tune in next week for another installment of Behind the Gate. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can connect with us online at www.primalxonline.com.